We just got through a crazy WWE Elimination Chamber. We got winners in Rhea Ripley, AJ Lee, CM Punk, and Randy Orton, plus the debut of Danhausen. Let's talk about it all. So the first match of the night was a Women's Elimination Chamber, which I honestly am really happy that Rhea Ripley won it. She's still the biggest star in the women's division now. Of course, you had guys like Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss, maybe Raquel Rodriguez. I honestly thought that Raquel would win this and somehow go against Alexa Bliss and Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's Championship on Raw, but that didn't end up happening. But I think Rhea Ripley going against Jade Cargill is a lot of fun. They just want to have the biggest names in the biggest matches, and there's none other than Rhea Ripley at this point. She's known by the casual audience. She appears on a lot of different things, like a lot of different media, and it's a fresh matchup with her and Jade Cargill. My early favorite is that Rhea's going to end up winning this. A lot of the women's division, not in the tag team part, surprisingly, but actually in the main titles, like Stephanie Vaquer and Jade Cargill, they've gotten a little bit stale. So I think Rhea Ripley going on to win the title, and then maybe you have Stephanie Vaquer lose to Liv Morgan. This will be a massive shift for a women's division moving forward. Speaking of the women, the second match of the night that we got was AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch, and AJ made Becky tap out. I'm really surprised that they went down this road. I thought AJ would lose in some sort of screwy finish here. Maybe they did a DQ or a count out, or Becky Lynch kind of just walked out on the match or something. But AJ ended up winning, and now I really don't know what they're going to end up doing with these guys. I feel like this WrestleMania is really set up to have a lot of multi-women or multi-man matches, such as like Cody Rhodes, Randy, Drew Fatu, or you could have maybe say like Jade Cargill, Rhea, and somebody else. Maybe Tiffany Stratton finds a way in there. Punk, Roman. For some reason, I feel like Seth Rollins could work in that again, but I know they're not going to do that. So this is another one. They could have AJ Lee, Becky, Maxine Dupree, and Natalya. That's a way they could go with it. Or they could have AJ and Becky rematch. I'm not really sure. Whatever they decide to do, I'm surprised that they don't have Becky with the title still, because AJ Lee winning at Mania would have been a bigger moment. Though I know this is her hometown, but not really, of Chicago, because they really only say that because Punk is from there and now she's married to Punk. Still a pretty cool moment that she won her first title in years now. I think it's been like a decade or something. I'm still so surprised that they did it here and not later on. Speaking of Punk though, he came out in the third match of the night, and I love that MJ inspired entrance. And this match with Finn Balor, I thought it was so good, so much fun, so many great near falls. I know that Punk wasn't gonna lose this match, but there was one moment. It was after Balor had kicked him. I don't know what you call that move. He kicked him through the barricade and took him back in the ring. I was like, wait, Balor might have a chance here, but I think it's just me kind of, I guess you call it being a mic or something. I'm not really sure. For a second there, I really thought Balor had it. I love the reversal when Balor went for the coup de grace. Punk caught his leg and then put him in kind of like a sharpshooter. It's great. Punk loves Bret Hart. I wish commentary would have said something about that, but overall, I think this match was just a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I don't know what they're going to do with Balor here. I think he might get kicked out of the Judgment Day with that handshake at the end of the match. But again, they just haven't done enough with that as of late. We're going to see what happens on Monday. I think this Raw could really end up being massive in terms of the push to WrestleMania. First one after the PLE, they got to do something with Roman, Punk, Balor, Liv, everybody. It was a really cool moment when they had Punk and AJ in the ring together after Punk won. And I'm wondering if WrestleMania is going to end at the opposite, where maybe Becky wins and then Roman wins. Speaking of Roman Reigns, he'll be on Raw Monday, and I'm excited to see how much further they can go with this Punk and Roman feud. That first promo was awesome. I'm really excited to see what they do there. Elsewhere on the card, we also got the debut of Danhausen. Unfortunately, I don't think that went very well. I think it was really odd. He came out to like no reaction. He ended up getting booed, which I felt really bad about. I know he's kind of like this supernatural figure, but again, as I kind of said in some other shorts and videos, you needed somebody credible and known by the audience here, and that just didn't really work out. But perhaps the biggest thing that happened on this show was the Men's Elimination Chamber, which was the main event, where you had Randy Orton pin Cody Rhodes. I thought this match was really good. I love what they did with Logan Paul, where everybody was kind of ganging up on him, and that Logan ended up getting 3 eliminations on his own. The way that Logan Paul got eliminated, though, I thought that was awesome. I think it's kind of cool, but kind of weird how they had these fake masked men. Clearly, somebody was going to come into Elimination Chamber then, and I'm so happy to see Seth Rollins back. This WrestleMania really needed a guy like Seth Rollins, somebody who the fans can get behind. I think Seth Rollins maybe going on a little face turn here, a little bit of a tweener gimmick will be awesome. I'm so excited to see what they do there. and I'm also excited to see what they do with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton ended up RKOing Cody Rhodes after he got distracted by somebody else again that cost him the match in Drew McIntyre. Surprisingly, we're getting another championship match between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes on SmackDown, which could really well go either way. Maybe Cody wins it and we just get Cody versus Randy, or I really think this will end up being a triple or a four-way. Let me know what you guys thought about Elimination Chamber. I think the show overall was really good. I think a lot of people were saying that this would be predictable, and it was, but I think it was the right amount of predictable and unpredictable. Hit me with a like, follow, subscribe if you guys want to see more as well. Thank you guys so much. I got a lot of subs out of my last short, so I really appreciate that. Let me know what you guys want to see next time. This has been Lackey. Peace.